Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Adams Brothers podcast. We are here this evening with Mr. Waterloo Cherenfant. And this man here is multi-talented. He is a local business owner here in the South Florida area, and we'd like to welcome Mr. Cherenfant to the Adams Brothers podcast. Welcome.
How you doing there, Mr. Adams?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. So, why don't you just tell us a little bit about you and what some of the services that you offer here in South Florida, and we can just jump in and we can ask you some questions along the way here. Tell us about you, and then and tell us about your barbecue sauce.
Right.
Yeah. How you doing there? My name is Waterloo Cherenfant Jr. from Pompano Beach, Florida. I'm an entrepreneur, got multiple businesses. Started one of my businesses with the honey mustard sauce. I invented that as I used to sell barbecue ribs and chicken on the grill. And then when I used to make sandwiches, I said, let me try to make my own sauce. So I put everything together, got about 6 or 7 different ingredients, mix it together, and then I put it out there on the market while I was selling my ribs and chicken. Everybody say they love it. So I said, if you can eat it, if you love it, you can eat it. You feel me? So they started putting it on their fish, salads. They started putting it on everything. Everybody said they liked it. So I said, that's a good marketing product. So I got a label company, and I got a company from Tampa to make the sauce for me and label it and bottle it and everything for me. And then they sent it back to me. And I love to serve. That's my love. That's my passion. Is to serve others. I like to serve. It ain't all about the money. If you're doing it for the money, you ain't for never when you gotta love to do what you do. If you love to serve, it ain't about the money. If it's for the money, you will fall short. And I love to serve people. I love to make people happy. When you're serving food,
Right.
so I like to be the best product out there. So I'm serving. If it ain't no good product, I ain't gonna put it out there.
Right. Now, where can we find this barbecue sauce at?
You can find that barbecue sauce. You can look on my Facebook page or Instagram page. Every time I get me my loads, I upload and I say I got my load in, and then you request it, and then I'll ship it to you, or I'll bring it to you local. I'll deliver it, and if you are out of state, I'll get it delivered to you through UPS or FedEx.
Now, when you say your
Is it
face,
in any stores? Is it in any stores like Walmart or anything?
I'm trying to get it into Walmart right now and publish. That's what I'm trying to do. You got to go through different steps to get them in them stores. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to get it in. God will I get it in soon.
right? Now, when you say your Facebook page and your Instagram page, I believe that's what you said. If when you say that, is that your own personal Facebook page, your social media pages?
My social media page, Waterloo, Waterloo. Once you put my name on Facebook, you'll see me. I got I'm on the TDP. I got my TDP shirt on because I do taxes as well. And when I get the sauce, I change my Facebook page, my personal, to the sauce. You will see the bottle, and they know the inventory I just came in, fresh in the order. I try to get it in fresh as possible, so they go out fresh. So when they make the product.
Okay. You have any questions about the barbecue sauce, Wayne?
Yeah. What does it come in like? Medium, mild, or hot or spicy?
It's a sweet barbecue sauce. It's a honey mustard based sauce. It tastes real good. It's a honey based sauce, and I'm working on a spicy, and it will be out when I get the next load between February. I'm gonna make a spicy one, but the one I got now is it's a mild taste. It ain't spicy, but I'm working on a spicy taste right now.
Yeah,
'Cause,
because a lot of people out there, they love something hot. If it's not really hot,
yes, sir.
they'll still use it, but people love hot too. So that's why I was just wondering, did you usually, you go to a restaurant, you will have like a mild, medium, or spicy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I was asking that. But what inspired you besides just cooking to come up with a barbecue sauce? I mean,
Because like I said, I was selling ribs and chicken and shish kebabs, and I say, instead of me going in the store purchasing barbecue sauce, I said, let me try something new because I like that profession at the time. It's been about 10 years ago. I said, let me put it together. And then I had a friend named Jermaine Baker too. He said, yeah, Waterloo, let's try something. And he gave me a couple ingredients, and then I said, no. Then put a couple more ingredients in there. And then I went to mixing it up, cooking it on the stove. And then, my wife, Lakita Brown, say, what are you doing? I said, I'm making my own sauce. And she put it together, and I said, taste it. And she said, man, it's good. I said, then put it out there in the market. I ain't put it in no bottles. I wouldn't put it in food. They said, man, Waterloo, you got some here. And then there's about 100, 200 people around there. Every time I put it, I say, taste it. They say, you need to put it in a bottle. I said, okay. Then I had put it in the bottle and everybody liked it. So I said, it's time to push this on the market.
Yeah. So, and as far as marketing the barbecue sauce, who usually does that? Do you usually do it yourself, or do you have like a company or ad company or doing that for you?
As a small business, you know, you got to do the footwork on your own. So that's why I just like to sell the ribs and chicken and marketing. They see the person that's behind it, and you know the love that you got, the passion that you got behind it. They don't look at that. I'm just supplying a product. I want to show them the love that's behind it, because you know that's the kind of person I am. So I'm gonna get somebody to market it when I grow to the next level. But it's I went to Atlanta, Georgia, and they loved it. They didn't want me to leave this. They was buying cases. I can't even leave Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks to Jessica here, because she had one of them events there, and then I put it on some food. Everybody going. People from New York went and calling me from everywhere, from that one event in Georgia, from everywhere. By the time I made it back to Pompano, man, I had over like 20, 30 calls on Facebook. And when you coming back? We need you back here. So when I make the next batch, I'm gonna have to make a lot, because not only the Georgia-based, Florida love it too as well.
I hope to see you on one of these, because I love to watch these barbecue cookouts on A&E, one of the shows. I don't know which channel it is. I forgot, but I hope to see your sauce on there, and you know, soon. I hope to see that, because I always watch it and I always see them promoting different sauces on those shows. I hope to see your sauce on there soon.
Thank you. I hope to see it too. Thank you.
Now,
Okay,
I heard you mention taxes. You also do taxes. So tell us about the taxes. Do you work for a company?
Yeah, I work for TDP, CEO Tiffany
Parrish.
Tiffany Parrish. You know,
Okay.
she's a family. I call her family because she knew me since high school, and she's a good friend. You know, you don't get good loyal people. She's loyal to her agents, and she's a lovely person. She want everybody to make it. Right. All the agents to make it. She want everybody to make money for their family, be able to take care of their family. She don't want people to be going back to work. She wants you to own your own. And that's what I love about her. She pushes all the agents, and she makes sure all the agents is working in the tax season. She don't only want to be the one working. She push all the agents. She say, follow the rules, follow IRS, go on IRS.gov, learn. And she wants you to go back to work. That's her main mission. Right. She wants you to have for your family instead of working for another company. Right. That's her main mission.
Well, Tiffany is very, very passionate. We had her on the Adams Brothers podcast here about a couple of weeks ago, and you were one of the guests on there as well. So we do know Tiffany. I've had the opportunity, as well as my brother. We met her a couple of times, and she is very passionate about what she do. And I'm sure she surrounds herself with people just like her. And I can see that you're a hustler too. You know, you're out there doing your thing as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you're working at TDP, and you also have your own pressure washing business as well. Tell us about that.
My pressure washer business and detailing. I detail cars. I was doing that about a good 15 years ago. I said, let me get back into the business. And it's not only washing cars. You can wash somebody's car, but you got to go a little extra. So, you know, you got to pop the trunk, wipe around the edges. A lot of detailers, I don't want to talk bad about nobody. You got to wash everything, because you got to make sure that's where they live in. Almost half their time be in their car. So you got to make sure you wash it, clean it, air freshen it. And I even lift up hoods now to blow out the leaves out the hood. I even add a little extra. So when they come back, they be satisfied. They always leave a tip. Majority of the customers, because they say, oh man, you took the leaves out, you wipe extra, you put extra. And that's why I love to do it. Serving is come back to serving again, like to serve. And anybody, but you gotta have passion what you do. You know, I could wash the car and leave it all wet up and let the edges and let water. When you drive, always see wetter hitting the edges. I try to blow everything out. And I also do the driveways, sidewalks, roofs, wash the houses, you know, where the dark spots are around the houses. You know, I spray a little degreaser that it's like a lot of mold is growing on these houses. So pressure wash it all the way out and clean it real good. And that's my passion. I love to do that as well. I just love the work. Yeah.
Okay. Wayne, you have any questions about the pressure washing?
Yes. Is it just you, Waterloo, or do you employ other workers to do the pressure washing and the cleaning of the cars?
It's me and a couple more. I'm tracking jobs now, and I'm looking to hire people too. So at
Okay.
the tax season, I'm looking to hire people to lean off that as a subcontractor job to open up opportunities for people to wash cars and to pressure wash, just show them how to do it the proper way, and then just sit back and then be the CEO, not the one that's actually doing the work. So that's my main mission. I'm setting up all how you supposed to wash the car, how you supposed to drive a car, how you supposed to pressure wash it. I'm putting all that in the format. So when I hire people, they have a supervisor over them, and this the way it's supposed to go. And yeah, I subcontract a lot of jobs. I got other people that do pressure washer as well, and to help them out. If it's big, I just let them do it, or I do it with them, and we'll split up the cost, whatever the price is.
Okay. And what counties are you servicing right now? Or is it just Broward, or do you go outside of Broward into Dade and Palm Beach County?
Right now, I'm doing Broward and Palm Beach right now at this moment.
Okay. Okay. All right. And that's it for the questions on the pressure washing.
Well, I have one more question about the pressure washing. Now, there are a lot of people that's been in prison. They're convicted felons, and they have a tough time finding jobs. And will you employ a convicted felon and give them a chance to make a decent living with your company? If someone that's been to prison say, "Hey, man, I'm trying to feed my family. Man, I just need some work." Will you give them an opportunity to work for you?
Yes, I will, because I know where I come from. Of course, I will.
Right.
I believe in second opportunity.
Right.
And, all of us need second opportunity,
Yeah.
and we need a hand up. And I know how hard it is to find a job when you're a convicted felon.
Right.
So I'll hire them. That'll be my main focus. Try to get them back on their feet and
Right.
get them and give them good advices and try to lead them the way. Yes, I will hire them.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
And finally, you're also part owner of MC Trucking and Freight. Tell us about that, man. You're just all over the place, man. You're just out there hustling, man, legally. Tell us about MC Trucking and Freight.
True entrepreneur.
Yeah, MC Trucking and Freight, the CEO is Wallace Cherenfant, Fanel Mezzaline. They started the company 2 years ago. And then my brother's Wallace Cherenfant. He said, "Yeah, bro, you could join in with me and we could get one of these 18-wheel trucks." I said, "No problem." And we purchased one 18-wheel truck, and we purchased one box truck. And we found two drivers to drive it. And then we three other individuals, on the ops, they bought three more trucks, 18-wheel truck. They own the trucks themselves. And they found drivers to pick up loads that we with a company that find us all our loads. Buy all our loads for us, and they go pick it up. We go all the way around this country. Go to Texas, California, New York, New Jersey. We pick up cold goods, this refrigerated reefer, yeah, temperature, keep the food nice and well. We go pick it up, and we deliver loads. They pick up loads, a whole bunch of loads every week. Drivers stay on the road 3 weeks, or drive in 1 week down, and we pay our drivers weekly. Make sure we take care of our driver. We direct deposit our driver. Make sure we have all their funds. We pay the dispatcher company that with us as well, Yearling Logistics. And since then, we've been growing, trying to wait until the pandemic kind of slowed us down a little bit, but we're picking right back up right now. So one of our drivers in Texas, and the other three drivers is on the road as well. I don't know where they at right now at this moment.
Now are you licensed and insured as well?
Yeah, we licensed and insured. You got to be licensed and insured when you're driving the 18-wheel truck, because you got DOT. They got their own police also in there, and they weigh the trucks and all that. You got to be rested. The drivers got to be rested. They go so many hours, and they got to log in everything. Everything is insured. Right. Loads are insured. The drivers are insured. Cargo insurance. You got to have stickers. When you live in the state, you got to have stickers, DOT stickers. There's a lot of rules and regulations to driving these trucks. So we make sure we follow the rules. Yes. 100%.
Are you looking to employ any drivers?
Yes, we always looking to employ any drivers. You can go to MC Trucking at yahoo.com, or you can go to Wallence, WALLENCE, on Instagram. He's one of the CEOs. Or you go to Waterloo, WATRL, or you go on my page, any CDL drivers. We'll always need drivers to be on standby, because when the drivers come back in that week they off, we'll get another driver on the road to take over. We try to balance all the drivers.
Because I have a couple. Go on. I'm sorry.
No problem. Yeah, we all finna get more trucks, probably one more, and another about another 90 days. So we finna just drive for that, and 90 days from now. We don't try to put too much load on ourselves, so we try to space it out. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I have a few friends and they're truck drivers, and they tell me probably one of the biggest drawbacks that they run into as far as being an independent trucker is the maintenance of the vehicles. Do you find that too? Because I know in our conversations, that's what they always tell me, the maintenance. How did you deal with issues like that?
Oh yes, the maintenance is high. So when we get our insurance, we try to add that part of it, and we try to pay a little bit extra. But that insurance, in case your transmission breakdown, it's already insured. So we ran into that problem on one of our trucks. I'm glad you did say that, because there was something wrong with the transmission. Luckily, we put insurance on that, because it would have been high costly trying to fix an 18-wheel transmission, and they covered it. So we had to pay just a little bit, not the whole cost. So the insurance covered about 65% of it, and we covered the other 35%. So they said if the transmission was like $3,000 or $4,000, we want to pay because it's like $1,200, $1,300 right now. Instead of paying the whole cost, I just made an example of the $3,500. Yeah, we try to keep insurance on everything. When you get in these truck, put insurance on the transmission, put insurance on the whole motor, because you never know. Because if it break down, if you don't got the cost, you'll be sitting there, you'll be losing money. Got to have insurance on it. Find someone with insurance on it. But like you say, a lot of drivers, that's what they running into. They don't got the money to fix it. Once it break down, it sits there. So put insurance, pay extra. Don't be scared to pay extra. You're gonna need it in the long run. Please pay extra. Go ahead.
And do they offer any, like on vehicles, you can get warranty protection. Do they offer anything like that on the trucks?
Oh yes. Wherever you finance your truck, they have you the protection. Like it's saying there was insurance, like you just said. Yeah, they pay extra. Certain drivers don't do it because they don't want to pay extra. Because if you finance a truck, you might have to pay the extra protection. Because in the long run, once you finance a truck, that's your truck. But if you don't pay, like you say, the protection plan, they do have them. They do have them. Find a company that have it. They don't have no, not buy the truck. Leave the truck right there until you find a company that have that protection.
And what type of support do you get from friends? I know a lot of family involved in a lot of your services. What type of support do you get from other people outside, friends?
It's always when you're private owner, you get support from your friends, but not many. Majority of your support come from the outside. Like I said, I went to Georgia. They ain't want me to leave till they bought every bottle. I was a pump, they finna buy it, but when you step out, you finna say, man, where is love coming from? Not to say my friends don't love them, they love me too, but it's more support out there because they don't know you stepping into a whole nother brand. They don't know nothing about it. They just want the product. They ain't looking behind who's carrying the product. They're looking at the product, man. I want that. They buy a case. They even asked for one bottle. They finna buy cases. They were buying cases in Georgia. It blew my mind when I went to Georgia. I was like, man, I almost wanted to move down there in Georgia because how much the support was down there in Georgia. Yeah, it's a good base down there in Georgia. And, I got friends that support me. Not everybody for support, not even family. But sometimes they look who's carrying the product. Instead of looking at the product, they look at who's behind the product. So it's better outside. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And my final question, with all your businesses, what do you see yourself being at in, let's say, 5 years from now?
with all my business from 5 years from now, I still see myself as hiring people, as being the CEO, laying back. I see myself not even working the companies, but letting the company work for me instead of me out there working for the company. I had nothing but employees and managers that could run it. And I see myself in the offices, and I have all the managers reporting, and I'm telling them how this business running, how much money this business, how much people they hiring. I just see how balanced out. And I just see me at another level of growth. And I always see me reaching back. I always want to be reaching back. Don't matter how high I go, I want to stay the same person. But you know, you got to change your surrounding as you grow too. Just make yourself safe. Got to make sure you surround yourself around good people. That's what I like about a lot of my friends. I try to support the same business and the same love they got, because everybody ain't for you. So you got to be real careful on that.
Believe me, we know. So, I mean, I see you thriving. I say that, and I mean that. I really see you. I'm proud of your passion, for one, and I see you have a good attitude, and I don't see you going nowhere but straight to the top, and I mean that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
And my final thing I want to say is I heard you mention that your trucks are have they're cooled. They have the air inside them. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they
Air conditioning.
Huh?
Air conditioning.
Yeah, they're the air conditioned trucks. Now my question is now and when I heard that, I automatically went back to the pandemic, that they need people to transport the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccines, and it has to be at a cold temperature. It has to be stored at a cold temperature. And when you said that, I automatically thought, like, why can't this brother get in on some of that money too? You know, transporting that Pfizer and the Moderna vaccines. So have you looked into that to try and get into some of that business there of transporting the vaccines?
No, I did not. Yeah, we got a refrigerator truck at a certain temperature. You can put it any temperature. I didn't look into that. Thank you for telling me that. I am going to write it down so to make sure I don't forget. Vaccine.
Get that money.
It's out there. They need people. They need to get the vaccine out to the people and into the arms of people. So, and they need the refrigerated trucks. So, when I heard you say that, I was like, it just automatically popped into my mind. So, hopefully, you could look into that and hopefully get some of that business too.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for that good advice. I think
absolutely.
I'll be right on it.
So we've been talking to Mr. Waterloo Cherenfant. He is the owner of his own barbecue sauce. He also does taxes with TDP Taxes.
Yes, sir.
TDP Taxes. He also owns his own pressure washing business, and he is part owner of MC Trucking and Freight, and they haul loads all over the country. So, Mr. Waterloo Cherenfant, we want to thank you for coming on and stopping by and talking to the Adams Brothers podcast. Man, you're doing wonderful things out there in the community here in South Florida. We wish you the very best of luck. And when you start making all those millions of dollars, don't forget to come back by and talk to us.
That's right.
Yeah, we want to see
you. About us.
We want to see you here and say, I was on the Adams Brothers podcast, man. And they, that's where I started out. So I got to come back and show them some love. So we want to see you back here.
I promise I'll be back. It's showing love. I promise you that. Yes.
Waterloo
Any new ventures, remember to come back. Let us know, and we'll bring you back to talk about it.
Absolutely.
No problem. I sure will. Thank you.
Mr. Waterloo Cherenfant, thank you for stopping by the Adams Brothers podcast, and enjoy the rest of your evening, sir.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.